You want to see one tiny pixel of me, chat? Actually, let me just show you a picture of myself. Oh no! I just doxed myself, guys. That's horrible. Oh man, I hope this picture of me doesn't leak into the public. Oh man. You've never seen me and IRL Quinn Bennett in the same room. Coincidence? I think not. You smashed your balls recently? Yeah, I did. That's why I lost my voice. Oh, the lore. The lore! It's doubling down. I like to tell people that I'm actually Lisa from Blackpink, and I don't know how many people believe in that. You're dating a billionaire? Actually, millionaire. Which one's bigger, a million or a billion? Oh, a billion. Then yes. A billion is bigger than a million. Okay, well, yes. What is bigger than a billion? I am dating a million billionaire. Oh, a trillion. I am dating a trillionaire. You know, saying you're dating a billion trillionaire and billion trillionaires are two different things, apparently. Million billion would be a quadrillion. I am dating a quadrillionaire. Dude, honestly, that is called manifestation. Okay, I am manifesting. It's not about the money, but damn, love can't pay the bills. You know what I mean? Sometimes, chat, at least I'm honest. I am realistic. Realistically honest. You know how many people I know that are like, it's not about the money, it's about the love. And then a couple of years later, they break up because they can't do anything. And they're like, oh yeah, there's no money. And I'm like, that... Dude, if you're gonna say it's not about the money, it's about the love, then stick with it. Stick with it. Don't have expectations of like, it's not about money, it's about love. But then you want them to pay for everything. And you want like a first class flight to a different country every 3 months. Be realistic, okay? I will say this though, I have so many people that they work really hard for the money they get, and even though it's not like quote-unquote like rich in nowadays economy standards, it's really admirable because that's honest work. Like that's honest money and that's honest work, and that is really, really like admirable and really cool. You know, just don't expect them to like spoil you the way other people with like who are born rich mostly would spoil their partners. Don't expect things above what other people can do. That's just fucked. Man, that's just really fucked up. That's why I keep saying it's like, if you want to live a lavish life, then be honest. It is about the money. Just be honest about it. Don't say it's not about the money, it's about love, but expect a lavish life. It's not gonna work. Because then you'll find someone that is doing an honest job, a good and honest job with honest payments, right? And they can survive day to day, but they can't provide you with the lavish lifestyle. And then you hate them. You know, that's slightly hypocritical. I do wish I was rich. That's why you gotta manifest, I think. At least that way, you're rich in your mind. Oh my god, I was talking to my therapist about this too a couple of days ago. Not the rich part, but the whole like, what is your goal in life? And I told my therapist, they're like, Michi, what is your ultimate goal in life? And I was like, I want to be rich. And he's like, okay, any other goals? And I'm like, no, I want to be rich. I want to be filthy, filthy rich. And they're like, is that really how you feel? And I'm like, oh shit. Man, when my therapist hits me with the, is that really how you feel deep down, Michi? I was like, yeah. And they're like, that's your goal? You want to grow up, be old, and just be rich, and have nothing else in life but money? And I was like, oh no. I folded so hard. I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. One thing that I do appreciate about my therapist is they help me become honest, you know? I tend to lie about how I feel because I don't like being sentimental, man. That's not part of my ancestry, you know?
It's not about money, it's about love. But we send you money to show our love.
That's it. You know what? That's what I'm saying. I know I say money this, money that, right? But by the end of the day, it's not even the money. It's the fact that you thought about me. And I think I know this sounds cringe, but my therapist told me that it's okay for me to be my honest, true self without thinking it's very fucking cringe. So I will be honest, right? I do love money, don't get me wrong. However, I think I do appreciate it. Even just you thinking about me, it makes me feel good. So it's not always about money. Sometimes just you coming in and spending time with me is really nice. So, yes. Yay. But my therapist told me that it's like, what's your main goal? My main goal is I want to live a peaceful life, you know? Like, realistically, I don't want to be rich because that comes with a lot of fucking problems, you know? I want to live a nice, peaceful life where it's like I don't have to worry. And that's already a very big ask. Like, I'm not saying this is a small ask. This is a big and hard ask. But
John Lennon said it best, all you need is love.
all you need is love. Maybe that's true. I don't know, man. But if I have to be honest, okay, this is the most entitled, but I want to live a peaceful life. Like a life where I don't have to think about too many things and like every day is simple, you know? Like you don't have to overthink and you don't have to worry too much and nothing really triggers anxiety. Everything is peace. The way my therapist said it's like, think about it, right? Like we have monks. Like monks don't even get money, you know? They live in order to find peace. That's the whole thing. Like when you detach yourself from material
If you want to be
possessions, you
filthy
become
rich
peaceful.
in short time,
I was like,
well
wow.
then start invest in crypto now. You will become rich within a few months. If you lucky enough.
Oh god, don't hit me with that, man. Come on. I'm too dumb for that. You know it. This is why I just want to have, a farm and make butter. I'm a simple person. Genuinely, I want to have a peaceful life where I can like have enough money to take care of my farm animals and then make food from my farm animals and not have to think about how much tax I owe the government that month. Like, it's so simple. Not having to calculate your taxes, living a nice life. Something like that. And yeah, my therapist told me if I want to ever improve, I have to be okay with a more sentimental approach. I don't have to act so assholery all the time. And like, oh, simple, money is all. And stuff like that. I can be honest. Honestly, money good, but money not everything. I guess. Whoa, it pains me to say that. I can feel like the glares of my past ancestors looking at me like, what do you mean money not everything? Yeah, okay, good luck getting a house without money. Every time I tell my parents this, my parents are like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, yeah, money is not everything. Sometimes it's enough to just be happy. My parents are like, how you be happy without money lah? And I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, logically, what? You no have money? How you be happy? I'm like, yes, yeah. True, see? But I don't need to be super rich to have happy money, right? And my parents are like, yeah, you can be happier with more money. Oh, one day we'll get a chat, I like you without a pants grab, suck my cock. Yeah, that is such a weird thing that I do. Yeah, my parents are very like, you're going to cry every day anyway, you know. Every day, problem happen. People cry. Just cry in a good place, not cry in no place. That's why you need money, to buy place to cry in. You know what? Think cage. Oh god, this is like years and years of... Oh, it is so weird. It is so weird. At least I am honesty. It's true. Having money equal easier management of your life, which lets you do what you want. The wisdom of parents. I do think money can't... Like, money is a good servant, but a cruel master, you know? Don't live your life for the money. However, you know, money is good. I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't take... You know what? I am a shitty advisor, okay? Don't take my word for jack shit. I am also a very self-contradictory person. Get a place with a room for just crying. Crying party in my house. I heard taxes and the anxiety rose. We're in October. Dude, you know what's crazy? We are in October. Have you thought about that? Yeah, in 2 months, chat, it's gonna be 2025. How the fuck? I swear to God, I feel like it just started. Like, in my head, it's still 2023 right now. It's like 2019 in my brain. I still haven't registered that it's 2024. Yeah, the moment it's 2025, chat, we're like closer to 2030. Dude, you're gonna like go to bed, wake up, and it's 2029. What the fuck is this shit? Have you thought about it? We are closer to 2030 than we are to 2020. We're getting old, bro. Right? Because when it's 25, you round it to 30 and not 20. I think. And we're halfway through. And then it's gonna be year 3000. There's a theory about diminishing return money has on your happiness. Going from 50 to 75 has a greater impact than going from 75 to 100,000. You know why? Chat, I'll say this right now, okay? I'll give you free therapy so you don't need to get a therapist. My therapist told me that it's a subconscious thing in the human mind where people that, especially ambitious people, when you get too ambitious, right? Your standard for it's not even success. Sometimes people aren't afraid of success. People are afraid of failure. Like it went from like, oh, I'm afraid that I am not gonna reach this level. Like I want to be successful, but I'm scared. Like, what if I don't, right? And over time, you're like, let's say you used to start at a lesser, like, let's say the 50 to 75. That feels better, but once you reach 100,000, not only now do you have to get more and more and more, subconsciously, if you get less than 100,000, you would somehow think you're a failure. That is a very weird human psyche thing to do. Like when you reach a certain milestone, you want to maintain it. I'll say this because, okay, I don't know if I can. Fuck it. It's my stream. I can say whatever I want. I experienced the same thing too. When I first started working, I think in a month, I earned like $200 a month? Less. I think like the first ever time I started working was $100 a month. That was my pay, right? And then I started getting more, like $200, $300 a month. And for Indo rates, that is like a bit above the minimum wage. I think minimum wage, different places have different minimum wage. But I was getting like a little bit above the minimum wage, and that was amazing.
By the way, somebody already...
Yeah, like I used to earn less than $500 a month, and I thought I was killing it. Like I was like, woo, you know, like I was so proud of myself because that's fucking amazing. And over time, you know, I'm very grateful, but I did end up earning more. And I realized I wasn't as happy as I used to be. Like I used to get more scared. It's not that I'm sad or angry. It's just I was really scared about earning less. You know what I mean? It's a weird psyche thing. Like back then I used to earn less than 500 and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm the shit. And then I earn like 750. And then I'm like, fuck, if I earn less than 500, I'm a failure. That makes no sense. But it does happen to the human brain. You know, the more you get, you feel like you have to maintain it and you have to be better. Because if you just stay stagnant, then you are stagnant. If you earn less, then you're a failure. But the more money you get, the harder it is to get more. Because, like, that's just a lot of fucking money. You know, like, it's different. So people have a lot of pressure on themselves. Eventually, you get really scared of failing. The fear of failure overruns your ambition. And that's how it kind of affects you slowly. So the best way to do it sometimes, chat, is just to focus on your true goal. You know, what do you want in life? Like, do you want to live a peaceful life? Do you want to have a family one day? Do you want to get married? What brings you genuine happiness without anxiety? Just something that you really enjoy. Focus on that. And if you have enough to kind of support yourself in that aspect, then you are enough. You know, you gotta stop the grind eventually. You don't have to like lose an arm and a leg in order to maintain something that you don't even need. Sometimes living enough is good. And it's easier said than done, but it is a very common thing. It is very, very common. Even I felt the same. So no shame in it, but it will kill you mentally if you keep this up. Don't worry, chat. You are enough. If you can live a happy, healthy life, that is enough in my book. That's rich. You know how many people are happy nowadays? If you're a happy person, okay, you're already richer than most. If you think about it in that aspect, it does make sense. What brings me happiness is human suffering.
Money is the root of all evil, but I figured that if I want my friends and I to be happy, stop thinking about the reward and enjoy the journey. It's better with pictures. You can tell your other friends and family and say, yeah, that was a good time.
Exactly. Like, yeah, like when you're older, you want to look back and then look at your life fondly, you know? Sometimes you just gotta focus on the most important things, whether it's yourself, family, friends, peace, happiness. Either way, when you feel fulfilled, you are gonna be the richest person in the world. Don't worry about it. The love of money is the root of all evil. People keep misquoting that. Yeah, people say the love... Like, my mom keeps telling me money is a good servant, but not a good master. I think about that sometimes. That's what I like to joke, that I love money, but in reality, I love peace, man. I love having to not worry and not be anxious and be scared of things. That's nice. When I look back, I can only cringe. Same. But don't worry. Actually, what do you mean, Datebayo? When I was younger, I was fighting to be Hokage. So, I don't know, man. I think it's not cringe at all. Datebayo. Financial security feels strong, man. Bro, in the faith of Halloween, I will give you the biggest scare. Taxes! Oh. Guys, the tax month is coming up. Boo! Guys. Oh, when I was a kid, I was scared of ghosts. Now as an adult, I'm scared of the Texas. Ah! How could you? What? It's Halloween! Ooh, scary. You gotta count it yourself if you live in America. And if you counted wrong, that's fraud, apparently, according to some people in chat. I don't know how true that is, because that sounds kind of like a redundant system, but... Ooh... I still don't believe that's real. I can't... That's true. I can't believe that's true. That is so weird. It's like, if the government already knows how to count it, why do you have to count it yourself? That is so ridiculous. That makes no sense. It's like, you count it yourself. We can, but we won't tell you. It's like, what? I don't get it. Why is that system in place? And like, how hard is it? Like, how hard is it to just remove that system in general? Just to like, start emailing people how much they owe. They hope you will give too much. But if you give too much, they'll return it anyway, right? That is so weird. If you undercount, you get arrested. If you overcount, they give it back to you after taking a bit of it. That is so weird. I don't get it. If that baffles you, Google squatter rights. What's that? Squatter rights. The term squatter rights has no precise and fixed legal meaning. Temporary rights available to squatters that prevent them in some circumstances from being removed from property without due process. What does that mean? Free house. What? I don't get it. Word hard. Can you explain it like I am 3? If you live there long enough, it's yours. Do you know what a squatter is? I thought it's a person that squats. Like the exercise? That's what squatting means. Like when you want to get a butt, you squat. But now I'm assuming it's not what it is. Because I thought squatter rights, it's like something to do with gyms. Person lives in your house and you can't kick them out. Person lives in your house and you can't kick them. Person lives in your house and you can't kick them out. Oh, like your mom. I don't get it. I'm so lost. I don't get it. Well, I mean, I guess you should be able to kick your mom out, but that's kind of cruel. No, like homeless. No, like a random person lives in your house for long enough and then the owner can't kick them out. What? Wait, so you're telling me if, let's say, I enter someone's house and I just live there, they can't kick me out of their house even though they don't know me? Like, that's not my family nor my friend. They're like a complete stranger to me and I just live in their house and that's my house now? Oh, this is US only, I believe. After long enough, yes. If you live for long enough. Okay, so if, let's say, I enter their house... let's say. Example.
Imagine that someone lives in an abandoned house. The house still belongs to someone, they just don't use it. If the person who moved in stays there long enough being a productive member of society without getting caught, they get to keep it.
How long is long enough? That means like... Oh, I don't get it. Like years. Okay, so that means if, let's say, they just started living there for a week, they can get kicked out though. So like, let's say this person enters my house, they can get kicked out because then that... Wouldn't that be breaking and entering? Because then where's the line between squatters right and breaking and entering? Yes, you can kick... Okay, so as long as you catch them before a decade, you can kick them out. Sometimes years, but it can be as low as 30 days. If you don't pay your rent or mortgage and the landlord or bank doesn't remove you, free house. I don't get it. That is a very... Okay, let me repeat what you said in order... Like, so we... so maybe I don't misunderstand. So, if let's say I enter your house and you didn't realize I'm in your house and I live there for, let's say, 30 days and you didn't catch me for 30 days, on the 31st day, I can be like, hello... I'm living here now. You can kick me out because it's been 30 days. And now you just have to live with me? Oh, it's more about abandoned property. Okay, so let's say you own a house, chat. You own a house. You left it alone for like a year. And I enter your abandoned, like your house that is not abandoned, but it's not used. Your empty house. And I live there for like a year. After a year, you decide to sell it just to find out that I'm living in it. You can't kick me out because it's been a year. And now this house is under my name legally? You're planning something? No, but that is... The court will decide. You have to bring them to court? But that's your house! That's like under your name! What? Okay, that is interesting. Shouldn't have left it alone for a year without ever checking. But that's your house! I feel like I'm going insane. If you bought something for that much of a price and you have ownership to it, you don't have to check it. That's yours. What? God damn, are you guys okay over there? This sounds very confusing. God. I see why people get really upset over there. This is so Everything sounds so confusing. I thought the most confusing thing was tax. God, now you're scaring me.